We have a new brewery to tell you about. Something's Brewing takes us to East Granby. Almost Famous Brewing Company will be the first to come to East Granby. They're not open just yet, but they have some really good beers in the works. Chip Glenowski joining us now with Almost Famous Brewing Company. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. We appreciate it.
We have a special guest too.
We do. Coda.
She wanted to be involved.
She did.
That is okay.
She's the brewery dog, so we might as well, right?
Yeah. So, you know, obviously you're not open yet. We're under construction, but it's looking great. Maybe talk about the concept here and what your vision is.
My business partner and I decided years back to get into the brewing business. We wanted an idea that we thought was really cool, really inviting. People would feel welcome being part of it, and we both love music, and we both love beer, and we thought that's a great combination. But the other part of the company, Almost Famous Brewing, is all of those people that almost made it famous in something. Tesla, who might not have gotten all his credit. So those types of things. So it's anybody that's almost become famous.
Okay. And you have some private rooms, I see.
We do.
So eventually those, you know, could be rented out, or if people want to have an event there or something like that, right?
Yeah, we have 3 private rooms, which are also part of the tap room. We have one that's going to be set up like a lounge. We have 2 others that are a little bit larger that connect, so we can do up to 120 people in those 2 rooms, and we can do as small as 10 or 15 if you want to do that.
And I know you have a love of beer,
Sure.
like many of us do, right?
Absolutely.
Why else did you decide to open up a brewery?
You know, my first exposure to the craft industry was at Champlain College when I was up in Burlington, Vermont. And then my business partner's been brewing for 25 years. So I've been tasting his beer as he's made it along the way. And he said to me one day, "What do you think about this idea? I've always wanted to do this." We started going around to the local breweries here in Connecticut and thought it was fantastic, and I loved it.
So let's talk about the beer. Jim Wilfinger joining us now, brewer owner. Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you too.
This is where the magic happens, right?
This is the magic. This is where everything that you want to see happen.
Awesome. So let's talk about the amber. I know you have a lot going on in these tanks. One of them's amber.
Correct.
Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so basically this is our Rewind. So Rewind is sort of a throwback to the beers of the 90s where the craft beer industry sort of, you know, kind of blew up. So we wanted to represent that by having a beer which was reminiscent of that.
And usually those are pretty easy drinking, right?
Pretty much.
And you really get that beautiful amber color.
Correct. Yeah, people usually are, you know, pretty interested in a beer like that, and they're okay with it being a little bit darker in color without having any issues with it.
Next up, you have a cream stout.
It's a typical stout with lactose. Our goal was to provide a beer that's really dark that people might shy away from, but at the end of the day, after they drink it, they realize, hey, you know what, I could drink one of those. And we've had really good success with that.
Excited. I love stouts, so I'm excited to try a
Absolutely.
cream stout.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Then you have a double sour IPA.
Yeah, so
that's
not
interesting.
Yeah, it's not something you see a lot of
No.
breweries going for, but you know, first of all, you're at Almost Famous. So this beer is a traditional IPA, but we use a yeast which produces lactic acid, which gives the beer a nice sourness to balance off the hops.
Great. And then last but not least, you have a fruited version of this.
That's right. For some people that maybe aren't so interested in just the regular sour version of this, we tweak it a little bit with fruit.
In this batch, any specific kind of fruit?
Well, we were trying to see if we could get you to guess. But if you're going to push my hand, I'll say it's mango.
Mango, okay.
Yeah.
And then is it always going to be mango? Or
It's
do you
not
think
always
you're
going to be mango.
Oh, great.
There'll be fruits that are going to change just based on, you know, what's available at the time. And
So guys, when can we come here officially and drink beer? What's the date?
We're telling people September.
Cool, okay.
So our hopes are that that's the case.
You're getting close.
We're
It's
getting
right around
close.
the corner.
You can almost feel it.
Are you ready for it?
We're ready. We've been here for a while doing
Yeah.
this, and we're looking
Well,
forward
good.
to it.
Congratulations. Good luck with everything. I can't wait to come back.
Yeah.
We'll just raise our glasses because I don't want to get this bar wet.
We appreciate
Not yet,
that.
at least. Cheers.
Thank you.
Something's
Cheers.
Brewing here at Almost Famous Brewing Company. Cheers.
Cheers.